All right, fellas, we are here with episode 43 of the No Nonsense Sports Podcast. As always, I am here with Trent, Johnny, and Anthony. We got some fun shit to talk about today. Go over the new Ja Morant findings. Uh, talk about the USA FIBA team that was just announced. Go over the NBA Finals Game 1 and Game 2. I got a couple segments for you. Go over last week's parlay and our upcoming parlay. So stay tuned for that. But to start this off, I might as well just dive right into it. Adam Silver said that they had found some additional information regarding Ja Morant, but it would be unfair to announce what we have found out during the finals because he doesn't want to take attention away from these two teams. What do you guys feel this could be, and what do you think is going to happen with Ja going into the season? Start with you, Trent.
I mean, I guess we're starting to see the reports with the amount of games. I saw it was possibly 30 or more and whatnot, which I figured it would leak before the finals. I knew that they were trying to give those players the respect and whatnot, but for me, I don't know what's worse because the reports are saying now it's a fake gun. So you're telling me you did the same thing again, and now you're claiming, which I think it's a lie. I think they're just trying to make it look not as bad. But to me, it's just like, why the hell are you carrying around a prop gun like that? That's just weird to me. But yeah, the whole scenario is just mind blowing, and I still just the NBA's talked about it, but now still Nike hasn't made one comment about it, so it's kind of weird to me.
They're not going to.
Yeah, my take on the whole fake gun thing is, if that were the case, why would he not release the? I mean, that's not take. I don't think that's taking any attention away from the finals. He could easily come out and say it was a fake gun. We're not going to suspend it.
Yeah, and
It's a real gun.
Yeah, for sure. And before we dive into these leaks that are coming out, you guys do know that the original leak came out from my mixtapes, right? Like it
No.
wasn't like an NBA insider report. It wasn't like anybody close to my mixtapes came out and dropped the scoop. Like that's who it was. So I'm not taking my NBA information from a page called My Mixtapes.
Yeah, there's been furthermore reports though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're just going off.
I think the game count is right, but about the gun being fake, that just
And if you're Ja Morant,
seem real.
You probably don't get off social media. You probably use social media to come out and make a statement like, "Listen, that was a fake gun."
Yeah, exactly. You're not shutting shit down.
Right.
He drops his phone on IG Live when you had that shit. You're like, no, put it back on. Like these motherfuckers need to see it. It's a fucking squirt gun. Like this isn't real, guys. Like, do what you gotta do. But I think the games are about right. You got anything to say on this, Ant?
I'm more. I mean, you guys said everything. I'm more on I don't know why the shit gets me heated, but Nike pretty much destroying Kyrie Irving's image over his belief, and you got a guy with a gun and they're not doing anything to him. So the thing's just it's mind blowing to me how they pick and choose their battles.
Yeah,
when a kid's literally speaking his opinion, and then you got Ja acting crazy.
Yeah, but I said it last podcast, bro. That's what Kyrie did is cancel culture now. You can't bring race and religion into shit anymore,
dude,
and think it's okay.
That's crazy.
And I'm not saying it's not okay, but I'm saying endorsements that's an easy thing to get dropped for.
But I still think that did he miss?
Huh?
Kyrie, how many games did he miss for that?
I don't know.
It's not that. It's they were kind of pushing his beliefs, so they were trying to make him apologize before he got back on the court, like the owner was.
Yeah.
And they were trying to make him out to be this outcast when he was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was Ja ever suspended by the NBA, or was it just an organization thing?
No, I think they said he was suspended for 2 games, but he walked away and did some weekly thingy, or
he beat them to the punch.
Yeah. Thing about him is I don't care what anyone says. I think that 30.5 games is I think obviously it's a rumor, but I still think you're gonna see Adam Silver drop the hammer. I'm saying 50.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm saying 50.
Yep. I'm right there with you.
I saw some there's props in Vegas. They're over under 50, and I'm I'm seeing rumors of 30. And the funny thing about the Vegas odds, it says shooters shoot. So it's how many games is he gonna be?
I mean, regardless, he's kind of screwing himself again because now with those new rules, he's not going to be able to qualify for any awards or any NBA teams if it's more than 30 games.
Well, that Supermax.
Well, I mean,
I thought that was already beat. I thought because he didn't make the All NBA team or something.
He had to make two. He had to make two to get the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
missed
can't
out.
qualify for any awards because
Nah, but Ant's saying that he didn't get it. He missed out on his money already because he didn't.
Yeah, he already
qualify last
screwed
year.
that.
Yeah, he did. But I'm not sure how NBA contracts work anyway. I thought you only had to make the All NBA team one time to get the Supermax.
I thought he missed. I thought it was 2.
It might be two. I mean, it has to be
Yeah.
two because didn't he hit it not last year but the year
I,
before?
he
Wasn't
already,
he All NBA?
they already signed him to a supermax extension. I thought.
No, I thought he was eligible.
No, they already didn't. They already
He
extended him.
got paid. He got paid already.
Yeah,
Was it a Supermax though?
No, it wasn't supermax. It
Oh.
was I think just a max.
a rookie max. Was that his rookie max?
Yes, I think it was what 4 or 5 190. I think it was.
Dumb money, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. You guys did see that his shoe sold out in like 10 minutes though, right?
That's sick. It's
That
probably the
shit's
only shoe
fucking
he'll ever
crazy.
have.
You said what?
I mean, I like them, but from what I saw is just that they weren't on shelves. The shit you sent was they sold out online. So I don't know if
they sold out on the sneakers app, yeah. That is accurate. That is accurate. I knew. That is crazy. Where is it? Give me 1 second, fellas.
also some psychiatrist or psychologist was talking about this the other day. Apparently, like when you enter a rehab or whatever to unlearn a behavior, apparently it's supposed to take like 30 to 45 days. And so for him spending that week, if he even went there, some are questioning now, they don't think that's long enough. Like when I think he used Tiger Woods as an example. Like when he went to rehab, I think it was 48 days. He said another athlete it was like 30 some days also. So he wasn't surprised by the second occurrence with the gun because a week's just not long enough.
Yeah, Ja didn't go to rehab though.
He said he checked himself into like he wanted to check
It was
himself
it
into a
was
facility or something.
it was just counseling. Like he went to some off-site counseling program. Like it wasn't rehab.
Either way, to
Yeah.
unlearn a behaviors, you're
Yeah, I thought it was.
Nah, bro,
psychiatrist
we
was saying.
talked about this when he did it though. Like that was just all to make sure like he was beating everybody to the punch. Like everything the NBA was gonna want him to do, he just did it on his own. That way he could come back as soon as possible. Like him releasing the statement, him going down to Florida and doing that counseling shit. Like all of that shit
Yeah.
was just so he could get a lesser punishment.
all bogus.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's showing right now. But the reason I needed a second was I wanted to make sure I had this correct. So the USA FIBA World Cup team was announced. We're gonna start off with Anthony Edwards from Minnesota, and then Jaren Jackson from Memphis, Halliburton from the Pacers, Austin Reeves from the Lakers, Ingram from the Pelicans, Mikal Bridges from the Nets, Bobby Portis from the Bucks, and Brunson from the Knicks. We representing the USA in the FIBA World Cup.
Don't they still have to try out, whatnot, make the team?
This was everybody who was invited. So
Is this like the preliminary tournaments or some shit?
this is like how you get ranked for the Olympics.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The preliminary tournament.
Mhm.
All right. I mean, I'm not surprised.
There was a couple names I was surprised on, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know
Bobby
too many people.
Portis.
Well, I mean, like the usual suspects. They're getting old. They probably. I mean, families now they
didn't
don't want to spend their
they don't
fucking.
do the FIBA anyway. They do the Olympics. They don't really do the FIBA shit.
Well, even the Olympics, you're not seeing the big names anymore.
Yeah. I
We
seen
have
a
to get
post-
our
I seen a post
asses
that said-
whooped for them to come out, bro.
I seen a post that said, "God damn, we're walking into the World Cup down 20 points."
Yeah.
They're trying to enjoy their summers off, bro.
Yeah,
At this-
facts. But as a Grizzlies fan, I was hyped to see that Jaren's out there.
Yeah, I guess. I truly don't care about these
I
two.
don't
the
either,
The
but-
FIBA shit is.
He'll be
Yeah,
out there
they're
playing with
People know what's up.
Steve Kerr's coaching. So maybe he'll teach Jaren how to pass the ball out of the post. Who knows? But
How much coaching do you think actually goes on with this shit?
Bro, it's like a glorified AAU tournament.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
tell you.
So I little story for you. We had my basketball coach, Mr. Hoffman. He coached a guy, Ryan Devlin, who played. I forget where he played. It was some low level D1 school. Went on to coach at this school also, and he was invited to the '08 to help coach with Mike Krzyzewski, the '08 Olympic team, right? So he's on the low block, while Kobe Bryant's catching the ball there and just helping him work on drills. And then he came back and talked to us at Waynesboro when I was in high school and tried to explain to us, like, what do you think you can tell or try to coach these guys on that they don't know already? Like, what am I going to tell Kobe Bryant that he doesn't already know?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, you help him with his drills. That's all you do.
It's literally just back to the basics.
Well, even then, you're not learning anything.
You're not. All you are is a motivator.
Yeah. Yes, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, well, let's dive into these finals. How'd you guys feel about game 1 and game 2? Let's start with game 1. How'd you guys feel after game 1?
It played out like I exactly said.
Exactly, you had the exact score written down?
I'm saying I have a bet in FanDuel. It's called the Exacta Bet, and it's literally I
Every
have
game?
Denver. Yeah, I'm perfect 2-0 right now. I have it all till game 7.
Okay. My man got
I mean,
games right, and he's dumb.
I wasn't surprised. I got it over in 6, so I think they split now. They split in Miami, and then Denver wins the next 2.
Okay, I went like alternate like back to back.
Oh, you think every other game?
No, so originally I was on Denver, Miami game 1, but it's starting to realize like it looks like it's like a game of adjustments, like every other game. So I think it's gonna be Denver, Miami, Miami.
Oh, that's right, because you picked Miami.
Yeah, I like Miami in 7.
I forgot you picked Miami.
Because they were 2 completely different teams in game 1 and game 2.
I agree, bro. And we'll get more into that. How'd you feel about it, Trent? How you thought the first 2 games played out?
I was right there with Ant. I called the Nuggets game 1 and then the Heat game 2. I thought after game 1 there was no chance that the Heat were going to come out and shoot as bad as they did in game 1. I think Strus and Martin were combined like 1 for 17, and then the guy that we said needed to step up all year basically was Bam, and I thought he had his best game of the playoffs, game 1. So that kind of sucked when you get like that performance and lose out of that player. But yeah, that's what I had for game 1 at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, be that aggressive.
I don't know if he's been extended or what his contract's like, but Spoelstra's going to get fucking paid. Like what that guy's doing with that group of guys.
Yeah, what is it? 3 ECFs and 4 ECFs and 3 finals appearances in what, 5 years? 4 years? Because bubble, then they lost in the ECF
last year.
I
can't remember what it was before the bubble.
So yeah, it's 3 ECFs and 2 finals in 4 years.
Well, just if you look at the last 10 years, he had a fucking 4-year run with LeBron and Wade, though.
Yeah, but I agree. It was a tale of 2 games. Game 1, and you said that you didn't think Jamal Murray was going to do nothing in this series. He snapped game 1. He had a really good game 1.
I mean, game 2. I think the big difference in game 2 is obviously the Heat shot better, but I don't know why Denver ran away from their game plan. Like when they switch on ball, it's literally like 2 guys who tower over their guards and they're not getting them the ball. Like Michael Porter Jr. and Eric Gordon, when they get like shipped on to like Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry. I mean,
I think a lot of it though was they were just missing those shots.
Not even that. I'm talking about underneath. Like all Eric Gordon's points are like dunks and shit.
I saw a play where Jamal Murray and Jokic were literally wide open under the rim, and Michael Porter shooting a shot with like double cover trying to shoot over both of them, and they're just wide open under the rim from game 2.
Well, I do have a bold prediction now. I don't know how real this is because I don't believe a word this dude fucking says. But supposedly there's not a rumor, but people are saying online that there's like an issue going on with Jimmy Butler's like dad's health or something, and that's why he's been like kind of awful these last like 6 or 7 games.
He doesn't know his dad. I thought I've seen that many times.
This says right here on Undisputed.
Yeah, Skip. I ain't believing shit. Skip
that's what I'm saying. I don't believe anything, but Skip says he's going through an issue with his father who's not well. I think he might be a little distracted, if not a little drained, by going through that. He said that 2 days ago, and I thought he didn't.
I mean,
have
maybe it's just maybe it's his adopted parent. I don't fucking know.
Because the rumor has obviously his father ran off on his mom kind of thing. Everyone thinks it's Michael Jordan and shit, but I'll be honest with you, he hasn't played well. I mean, I'm not saying it's a whole father thing, whatever, but he makes a couple clutch baskets, but I haven't seen that Jimmy from the New York series where he's taking over games. I'm telling you, later in the series, you're gonna see some 50-point games, 40, 45-point games. Jimmy bucket style. That's how they're gonna win the series. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Dude, they won a game. They won game 2 and he didn't take over. Think about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he kind of lets the game come to him. He had 9 assists, so it's not like he's not out there not having an impact on the game. You know what I mean?
That's my problem.
Even when he shoots bad, he's gonna either help you defensively or by playmaking.
I get it. I mean, but game 1 they were saying yo. I mean, obviously, or I'm saying last year, they're hey, they only gonna go as far as Bam and Butler shooting. I'm telling you, it's gonna come.
Yeah, I don't know, but then
I don't see it.
No.
Well, last series is all Cody Martin. I don't know where the hell he's at.
This shit's crazy though. We're acting like the Nuggets just ain't shooting like shit, and they lost by 3 points.
We could say the same thing about game 1. The Heat shot like shit, and
so did
they
the
got blown
Nuggets.
out.
The Nuggets shot like shit that game too. They shot 30%, and they still beat the shit out of them.
I mean, but
the Heat shot 50% from 3 and won by 3 points, bro. Just wait. This series about to get reckless.
Yeah, but the game wasn't a 3-point game. They had a little run at the end there.
Yeah, it wasn't. The Nuggets were up 16 points.
Are we talking about game 1 or game 2?
Talk about game 2.
I'm talking about game 2 in the fourth.
I'm talking about Donna. You talking about game 1 or game 2?
Game. Which one? What are you talking about? I mentioned those.
You said the Nuggets.
Talking about game 2.
I'm talking about Donna. You said the Nuggets shot like shit in game 1 too.
Yeah, in game 1
they shot 50% from the field.
Yeah, 33% from 3.
They shot 30% from 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the Heat shot from
one
33%.
Of the best, literally the number 1 best 3-point shooting team in the playoffs shot 30% from 3 and still blew you guys out. And then what they shoot in game 2 for 3?
Yeah, but they didn't. If they're 50% from the field, why would they? It wouldn't really matter what they're doing from 3-point.
It's still
saying if that 3-point percentage is higher, then obviously their field goal percentage is going to be higher.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they don't shoot shit
shit from 3,
you're going to see a 60% from the field team.
It's going to get bad.
It's going to get ugly.
I don't want to hear that.
Say that, but you can also say they shot that at home. They got to go to Miami now. There's always
it's going to get harder. Yeah,
make a difference.
Is it though?
I mean, it didn't matter in any other series.
And Miami's been better on the road this whole playoffs. They've lost more games at home than they have on the road.
I was talking about as far as shooting for Denver. I wasn't talking about Denver.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about Denver shooting. That'll correct itself. Truthfully, I think it will.
Well, we'll see. Maybe the spotlight's too big.
You came in the chat.
If the spotlight's going to be too big for anybody, it's probably for these no-name bench guys that are stepping up for the Heat. And
I would say it's about the same. They don't have really nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, but one team has a 2-time MVP on their team though, so
that is very true. I mean, but he's doing his job right now though.
Yes. So that you said tale of 2 games. Game 1, Jokic had I think 9 assists before he took his first shot in game 1.
Yeah.
And then in game 2 he finishes with 40 and 4 assists. No matter what the Heat do, in game 1 they doubled and he just passed it and they ended up beating the shit out of him. In game 2 they left it man on man and he dropped 40 on him. You can't guard him. He's literally unguardable.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think game 3 is going to be ugly.
On whose side?
I think Denver whoops that ass game 3.
I mean, I
think they do make some adjustments though.
Well, and I'm gonna say this. I don't think they come out into Miami and they go down. I think it was 11 points in the first quarter. I don't think they end up going down 11 in the first quarter. And then I don't think that they allow a fourth quarter collapse like we just saw.
I think it's gonna be an ugly game. I think both teams play like shit tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm just glad you never made that bet about the sweep because I told you that wasn't that.
Yeah, that would have been a dumbass.
Yeah,
bet.
and Donna's a big ass mush. She hit the fucking He hit the chat on the first quarter
Bro,
saying, "This is
that's
reckless. It's fucking over."
It was
Oh, Peter talked.
it was the second quarter when Jamal Murray banged on was it
Oh,
Vincent or
Struss.
Struess?
Struss.
Yeah,
Wasn't the Heat up though when that happened, or am I tripping?
you're
No.
tripping.
I swear
No,
you
Nah,
said
they
that.
they
I
went
turned
down
it
like
on and the
10
Heat
or
were
some
up. I was like,
shit.
what the hell is he talking about?
The Heat were up 11, and then they literally at the end of the quarter, the Nuggets went on an 8-0 run to end the quarter to go in the quarter down 3, and then the Nuggets came out in the second on like an 8-0 run. So the Nuggets and it was like a 16-0 run between the end of the first and beginning of the second, and it got gross. They had all the momentum, the crowd was in it, and then literally after Jamal Murray got that and one dunk, that motherfucker disappeared till the fourth quarter. I ain't seen the rest of the second or the whole third.
That's put Jimmy on him.
Oh, is that what
There we
happened?
go.
Yeah.
I missed the entire third quarter. I missed the entire. I went to get food and the line was forever long.
Hey,
I missed the
so
entire third quarter.
here's my question. Obviously, Jamal Murray's their best guard, right?
Right.
Why isn't your best guard defender guarding him the whole time? Bam's your best big man. He should be on Jokic the whole time and let these
Well,
smaller
well-
name guys just battle that the fuck out.
well, we're running a lot of zone there too, though, so it's not just man-to-man matchups. And then, honestly, probably it's to like save some energy. If we need him that much on offense as a workload, I mean,
I seen
They're doing that Lakers shit, bro, because the AD didn't guard the Joker. They put fucking Rui on him.
so I seen a lot of what they were saying during the game was Jimmy was guarding
Aaron Gordon.
because he was bodying all the
so
other
yeah,
players.
he was guarding Aaron Gordon, but it was because every time like when he would go up against Jamal would call that screen in and Jimmy would end up off of him anyway.
Yeah.
So they put him onto Aaron. That way if they tried to screen, Jimmy
Yep.
would be screened onto Jamal. That way it took away that part of their game.
That's what I was
A
trying
lot
to tell you,
of-
Donna, because whoever
That's what
they
the
switched
announcers were
to,
saying. So
Aaron
go ahead.
Gordon was bitching whatever guard he was going up against.
Yeah, bro, he had the first 12 in game 1. It was disgusting.
And he
I
kept saying
mean-
they were too small.
They literally were.
The adjustments work though. You guys saw Kevin Love got to start after not even playing the
Yeah,
past.
I mean that's the shit you need to do though, because these motherfuckers are big. Like
Yeah.
6'10". What's Aaron Gordon? 6'9"?
I mean, but
6'9" and 6'8".
Yeah, so 6'10", 6'10", 6'8",
Michael
maybe
Porter-
6'9". Michael Porter's
Mike
6'10",
Porter's like
bro.
6'10". Yeah.
He's
That's a big
6'10".
boy.
playing 6'10" though.
Yeah, he shoots threes. He don't even go to the lane.
That
Not
don't matter. That's still fucking length
Bro,
of the
what do you
court.
mean? He literally he plays just like KD. He shoots over everything. He
No,
just goes
I'm
up
saying
over
like
top of
these little ass guards. I expect him to be like Aaron Gordon, just dunking on their asses, going to the
you.
lane.
That's not his game.
bro.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, that's his game. Just shooting. He doesn't have like a drive game or anything. His body's too fragile for that right now. He's had 3 back surgeries.
Yeah, it's
I
bad.
think game 1 he had 14 points and 10 of them were in the paint.
Well, he doesn't do that every game. That's rare.
He doesn't do
Smith-
that every game. But again, that's not his game. Like that's just not what he does.
Well,
Regardless of what your game is,
He used to
you
do
still
that.
have to deal with that defensively. If you have 4 6'10" motherfuckers just standing there defensively, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
to move
I
the
mean,
ball,
even you
period.
guys are saying he needed to be more aggressive in the paint. Like, let's not forget that in game 1 he had what 12 or 13 rebounds. Aaron Gordon at 7 or 8, and then Jokic at 13. Like those 3
Yeah,
bigs
they were
alone, like
killing it.
you need a guy like Kevin Love. And as much as you were saying earlier how much you hated Zeller being on the court, like you need a big body, even if he's just in there to foul the shit out of Jokic.
Not him.
And you don't got nobody else. You
Nah, he's
put
in there
Haslem
for like the 3 minutes. Bam gets a sit. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's the only
'Cause
reason
Zeller's
Tristan
some
Thompson touched
dookie
the
sauce.
floor.
Oh, did you guys see what happened when he was in the game?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
let
he
him like
came in-
they went like a 10-0 run. Fucking Nuggets
Yeah,
did.
Well, it's either that or you have Bam play all 48 minutes and then you get fucking blown out because he doesn't
Hey,
have the legs come game
Like
4.
40. What's another 8? Get them timeout or get that
Yeah,
rest.
it's the
back.
NBA Finals.
It sounds good now until it's game 4 and he has 0
he
legs.
said he had 40. What's another 8 in Mile High Stadium during the NBA Finals after a 7-game series? Like, come on now, bro. He's
They
beat.
actually traded for him to be a good backup center.
Who's Zeller?
Yeah, because didn't he come from Charlotte?
No.
Yeah, he played in Charlotte. That's who drafted him.
No, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he wasn't on a team.
Yeah, we signed him.
He was just out
His-
there.
Oh,
I mean,
hold on.
Was
who-
his
He
most
might
recent-
have
Oh,
played
no,
for
I'm
Charlotte a
tripping,
couple
I'm
years
tripping,
ago. He
I'm
wasn't
tripping.
this season.
I'm thinking of the other
Yeah,
white
yeah.
center. I'm thinking Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, no. Zeller might have played for Charlotte at one point, but it wasn't this season.
I mean, we got Omir Yurts. I'll put him in the game. I mean, it's nice.
Bro, they hype up that boy you guys
He's
drafted.
nice. Trent, he's nice.
Bro, last year he broke like certain double records in the amount of games that he played. Yeah.
Bro, why doesn't Orlando Robinson play?
He's hurt.
All right, so they keep hyping up this fucking Jovic guy that Jokic loves. Why doesn't he play?
He played in like scrub minutes game 1.
No, he
Like,
played for 13 seconds and he turned the ball over.
yeah, you saw it was
Yeah.
like
All right,
And
so
everyone thought he was going to
I-
cover.
I want to go back to this guy I've never heard of. He's nice, or is he Kyle Lowry nice?
I mean, well, last year when he was playing, he like broke certain double records. It was like in the span that he was playing, the amount of doubles, he broke like a Shaq record or something
Are we talking
like
about Yurt 7?
Yeah. And then he got hurt, and then he hasn't been playing.
Yeah,
So I'm saying,
I think
here's
we
the
need
thing.
a clarification. Is
he'll
it like
bring-
Kyle
he'll
Lowry's a
bring
dog, like a
value.
junkyard dog?
Where's
And this guy-
Haslam's old ass?
I'll break it down
bring
to you like this. I think Eric Spoelstra is a top 3 coach in the NBA. So his evaluation of talent is top
tier.
notch. And if this
Hey.
guy's not playing, he ain't it.
like from what we've seen on the court last year and Heat Nation, how pleased they were with him when he was on the floor, and then he got hurt. So I'm not saying he might not be the same player that he was, but I'm saying if he's playing to that same caliber, then he can bring value to the team over Zeller. But obviously he's not.
The potential's there, so he's not nice. He can be.
No. When he was on the floor, he was nice. I'm saying I don't know what injury he suffered, but obviously something's going on. There's a reason why he's not getting those minutes over Zeller. Like you said,
He can't be
Coach-
worse. He can't be worse than fucking Zeller right now.
You'd be
That's-
surprised, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
I said the same shit like when we got rid of Steven Adams and then we were trying to find that backup center throughout the regular season and the playoffs. And it's like, bro, he can't play worse than this dude. Then he'd come on the court. David Roddy played like, yo, he can't be worse than fucking Santi right now. And he go out there and
Bro,
get pissed on.
But they brought in yeah, you're right.
Like
Also,
it sounds good until he goes out there and he just gets like, what's he gonna do to Jokic? The most unguardable player. Like he's gonna go out there and guess what? He's not Bam defensively.
He wouldn't have to touch Jokic. It's when they both go to the bench.
So when Bam goes to the bench, the only time Zeller touches the floor is when Bam's on the bench.
Yeah,
That's why
but
Zeller comes in.
when he comes into those key moments, and he's turning the ball over or just letting them score and fouling them, giving them and ones, it's just like it's frustrating. Especially like I don't understand why you're having the ball in your hands multiple possessions in a row anyway. Like,
So do you see the clip of the podcast I sent in the chat the other day about, I mean, we're talking about Kevin Love coming in or whatever, but Gilbert Arenas was talking about like where players rank for Boston and shit. And then he also added about Kevin Love is ranked the worst power forward in the
and Al Horford.
Yep.
Kevin Love?
Yep.
I mean, his D is trash.
But
They
bro,
just need height though. They need size.
I think in ways it can help them.
Yeah.
Can someone break that down to me? How is Al Horford the second worst power forward in the league? But you saw what he did to Embiid in that series. He literally locked him up at times. Even last series, he made like a bunch of key defensive stops, and like he hits the corner three wide open. Like he brings, like he does for the team what's needed. You know what I mean?
So like I didn't watch a lot of the Celtics play, obviously, but I mean, if they're basing these rankings off of the regular season, what he did in the playoffs, I mean that's irrelevant. What he did in the playoffs.
I mean,
did you watch? Did you see anything he did in the regular season?
He did this. Yeah, he did the same thing in the regular season. So
I'm pretty sure I saw that he averaged 6 points this regular season.
Who?
Al
he hits
Horford.
They didn't really need him.
to be a scorer, like, but this is what I'm saying. So you're telling me you just talked about that Roddy dude or whatever. You're telling me that Roddy dude is better than Al Horford? No,
I mean, I don't think so, but I mean, they have numbers to back that up, obviously.
Yeah, I just want to see these rankings because I'm sure I could name other.
But I'm not gonna hold you. I would
Hold
take
on.
David Roddy over Al
Hold
Horford.
on. No,
But that's
'cause look,
that's not for one team. That's including the fact that Al Horford's 40 and
David
Roddy's
Roddy?
Roddy's 22.
Is that the
This
kid
is
from the
Cat-
Warriors?
No,
you can say that about Kevin Love and Al
Grizzlies?
Horford.
he's on the Grizzlies.
Udonis Haslam is not in front of them, so that's where I'm
Well,
saying.
There's a
Well,
there's
it
a
was-
minimum
it was a
time
third,
played. You have to
right,
play
and-
so much time.
So they were just ranking the starting, I'm assuming starting positions, and so he ranked 30th.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So if you don't like where he's at, name me how high would he go? Name me 5 better centers in the NBA. Name 5 worse centers than Al Horford in the NBA.
well,
Cody
okay.
Zeller?
He's not a starter.
Starter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Well, I mean, yeah, I have to go through team by team, but
I can tell you. Hold on.
Literally look it up. I'm not saying there's not, but like the fact that you have to look up guys worse than Al Horford means there's not immediate names coming to your head.
I'm saying because I only
So the
think about
ranking isn't that
I'm
far
only
off.
thinking about the stars. I'm not thinking about the scrubs. Like,
Just think of bad
Yeah,
teams.
they're starters. Yeah.
Just think of bad teams, bro.
Like who's starting power forward for the
Why do we keep
the
saying
Spurs?
power? Why do we keep
You
saying
said
power?
worse?
Al Horford played the center this year. Why do we keep saying
You
power
said
forward?
worse?
Gilbert
wow.
Arenas said power forward.
he's a
He-
forward though. Robert Williams plays center, bro.
Robert Williams only played 40 games this season.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's why Horford was at center sometimes, but his natural position is a forward.
Their
He plays
starting lineup this year was Marcus Smart, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Horford.
Dude, Al Horford's the worst center in
Yeah, well-
basketball.
I told you he's the worst center in basketball.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
unless he's
They weren't talking-
unless you think Isaiah Stewart, that might be the closest thing to him.
And he did he start? He did
But
for
bro,
Yeah.
hold on. You're missing the fact. They literally said power forward. They're not talking about
Okay,
center.
so look at powerful. Look
Oh,
at
okay,
fours.
my bad,
Look at
my
fours.
bad. Don't get mad.
I'm taking him over Batum.
He's not a starting four.
Yes, he is. I'm looking
For
at the
the-
depth chart right now.
He's talking about for the Clips.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
I'm taking him over Batum.
Oh, if you're doing that, then yeah. He's
in-
better than.
in certain roles.
Is this
Johnny,
year?
who are you
There's no way
taking?
this is this year.
Care about a role. Who do you want?
Hold on. This is no way this is
Um,
correct.
I mean, it honestly it would have to depend on who I got at center.
I would want Batum at the four.
Yeah,
Al
if-
Horford's
if,
big
like,
slow
if-
ass ain't playing the
if
four.
if Jokic is my 5, I want Batum.
You
Yeah,
must
I
not.
mean, if I like Jokic still at my
Didn't watch
5, I'm never
Horford
taking
in the regular
Horford.
Is this year? No way.
I'm cool on him just sitting.
Is
on-
Jared Dudley really the starting power forward for the Brooklyn Nets? No way.
Nah,
Okay.
bro. Yeah. He's an assistant coach now.
Oh, here we go. I found it.
You'd be hard to find players were in the starting lineup worse than Al Horford. That'd be hard to
No,
find.
this is definitely not it either.
I mean, because the Nets 4 is Dorian Finney-Smith.
And I'm
Is he
taking
really-
him over Al Horford. At the 4, yes. Al
don't-
Horford is way
don't
too
think-
slow to be able to guard any wing in the NBA.
I mean, he did it all season. His defensive statistics or analytics and
Hey,
statistics were
listen.
good.
I love numbers, and if they say he's the worst, they obviously have something to back that up. I don't know what it is. I mean, I probably won't agree with it. I'm sure there's guys I
Yeah.
would take.
Didn't they also
Him
call?
over.
Didn't they say the rest of those guys weren't good? Like he said, Marcus Smart wasn't good.
Well, yeah.
Derek White wasn't good.
Well, as far as where they ranked, and starting
Yeah,
point
so
guards.
I'm saying you're gonna tell me Marcus Smart isn't
So
good.
yeah,
or-
bro, I get what you're saying about him maybe playing the 4 this season.
All right, you
Well,
ready?
hang on.
All right, I'm gonna break
Before
it
you
down.
go
right?
there, you got to
Okay,
think about
go.
this because me and you both, I know we both said we would take the boss. We're talking about where Marcus Smart ranks as starting point guards. We both said we would take Brogdon over him, who's the backup point guard on his own
Yep.
team.
for
Right.
sure.
So obviously Marcus Smart can't be that good.
Nah,
Yeah.
Al Horford's a center, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say as much as he might have said 4, bro, but he was. I mean,
No. He
He's
has to be the
wrong.
center because it's
He's
smart.
wrong.
It's Smart, White, Brown, Tatum.
what I said,
Horford.
yeah,
It has to
'cause-
be.
Yeah,
he has to be
I'm
the center.
assuming it's because Robert Williams was hurt.
Rob Will played in 40 games this season. He only started 20 of them. So even
Nah,
the games he played, he didn't start.
Horford's definitely a center, bro.
Horford's their center, bro.
He never started in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Who?
Robert Williams.
Yes, he did start in the playoffs. They literally made the
Maybe-
game plan.
I mean, not majority of the time.
Yeah.
No, but if you do power forwards, there is a lot of power forwards I would say are worse than him.
For sure.
But if you do centers, he might be the worst.
He's dog shit.
Oh no. Zach Collins from the Spurs. I think he
He's
might.
better than Collins. Don't do that.
What about Daniel Gafford? He's
Yeah,
definitely better
well,
than Daniel Gafford.
Zach Collins is no longer a starting center for the Spurs, so he doesn't count. Next.
Talk
Yeah,
about
Actually,
going on-
it wasn't even Zach Collins. The starting center would have been Podol, right?
Pirtle, yeah. And Jakob Pirtle is better
It's better than Al Horford.
than Al Horford.
Huh?
Statistically, stop playing, bro.
No, bro. That's crazy.
We're going by stats.
Are y'all really sleeping on Al Horford
And
like that?
I think Al Horford's a better player, but obviously they have to rank these guys based off their numbers. So if one's putting
it's
up
by
better
stats.
numbers, then
Yeah, it has to be by
that's why.
All right, now that we got off the Al Horford train, because I'm tired of talking about a 45-year-old center who's averaging
well,
6.5 and 9.
The reason why Kevin Love is last, probably
He's
like
better
he stated,
than
he only plays 7 to 10 minutes a game.
I found a center he's better than. He's
Who?
better than whatever Thunder center.
Yeah, Jalen Williams.
Chet?
Chet didn't play.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so again, that's regardless, because Chet's better than Al Horford. So going into next season, Al Horford's 30th.
hold on. He's better than Dwight Powell in Dallas. Boom.
Powell sucks.
Yeah, Powell's garbage.
Yeah.
I
That's
think he's
the
better
big-
than
that-
I think he's better than Wiseman. Because Wiseman started over Stewart now.
Jalen
He's better.
Duren is starting. He'll start in Detroit, and he's not better than Duren. So
That's big facts. I think he's better than any center who starts for Charlotte.
I don't know what Charlotte
It's Mark
got.
Williams, the guy they draft from Duke.
Oh, he's a dog.
Stop it.
He's a dog.
Stop it.
But he's a double machine. Trent talking about his double guy over there. Mark Williams was a double machine at the end of the season. Anyway, what are your guys' expectations from Game 3 tomorrow night? What do you guys think the outcome's gonna come down to? Who's gonna have a big game? Who's gonna have a slump? And then your winners and losers for tomorrow. Start with you, Ant, since you're hiding away from the camera.
I like the Nuggets in the under. I say it's gonna be a grimy ass basketball game, and the Nuggets squeeze it out. I don't think there's not gonna be anyone that's gonna be great.
No great performers. Okay.
I actually think I think one of these teams are gonna start fatiguing, in my opinion. A layoff from like the altitude. Could be some fatiguing going on.
Okay. What about you, Trent? Let me hear you from your team. What do you think's gonna happen?
Oh, I think I have the Nuggets winning. I just think those other guys are gonna come out and have better games. Like Michael Porter, he kind of like disappeared. I think he only shot a couple threes. But I honestly don't see Jokic having like a bad game the entire series. Like
Ever.
just the way like he can hurt you in so many ways. So really, I think their success is going to come down to the play of Jamal Murray. So it just depends on like what type of play you get from Jamal Murray and how well the Heat can like stop him. So that's why I agree with Ant. I kind of like the under, but I have the Nuggets squeezing out this one.
Okay. I think they might squeeze out the first quarter and then they get their doors blown off of them. I expect the Nuggets to put up at least $125, $130 on them. Easy.
Oh yeah, I'm. That's a lot of points. And I'd be here for it if the game was anywhere relevant after the third quarter. But it's gonna be like game 1. They're gonna come out to a big lead, and then no one's gonna be there really trying to play. They're gonna be milking the clock.
Well,
I think we're gonna see game 1 ending.
But the game 1 was the under.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you, under, but I'm not saying it's good because the Nuggets don't play well. I think the Heat are just gonna come out and be lackluster like we saw in game 1. Yeah. I just think that's what's gonna happen. I think the Nuggets can.
Because how much are you willing to bet your money? Because if you're that confident in the Nuggets, the spread's only 2 points. So someone you can either.
I will take that in a heartbeat. Yeah,
you have to give them a little bit of home field
advantage.
Add
that to -10, and I will get my probably plus 250, 300 on that.
-10.
Yeah,
it's gonna be way higher than that.
I might do that. You know what I'm saying? Throw some. What do you call it? Throw some lunch money on it.
Can you buy points in the opposite?
Yeah.
You could go up to like 20 if you wanted to.
You go to -15, bro, and then the odds would be crazy.
Send me the ticket. I want to see you lose your money.
Yeah, to me, Johnny, like, okay.
I'll tell you what the odds is. Hold on.
See what -10.
Tell me. I'm curious about.
I don't think it's gonna be better than plus 300.
Denver minus. Whoa, hold on. Denver -10 is you were spot on.
Yeah.
-10.5 is plus 280.
Yeah, I was gonna say I play with those points a lot because when I especially when the Grizzlies were playing teams, they were like they're on the road, we suck on the road, and it's gonna be like a low scoring game, like and they had the spread fucked. I was constantly behind the points, but now we're going by 15, and then we fuck around and get slapped. So
-20.5 is plus 1,000.
-20.5.
I'm not doing that.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah. So I'm with Johnny. I think it's not a close game. But I do think the score, just like game 1, it wasn't it didn't feel like Miami was in it all game 1. And then by the end of the game, like they had rallied it down to where it was decent. I think it's gonna be the same concept. But If I had to guess, I'd say Nuggets by 10. And since it's 10.5, I'd go 11 just for fun.
Like it.
But that's what I got. All right, let's go ahead and hop into these segments. Johnny, you want to start us off with your segment this week?
Yeah, I think I got another one. They haven't come out with more college spreads, so I'm just looking at some little short, quick test you guys things, I think.
Okay.
First
I liked
one
last week's. I'm still
first
gonna
one
chop that video.
All right, let me get ready.
is you're going to rank these college athletes. There's going to be 6 names, and I'm not going to tell you. So I'm going to give you the name. You guys
Blind
are
rank? Gonna blind rank it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
And it's like one's going to be like an honorable mention though. I'm really just curious about your top 5, and then after you guys go, I'm going to rank like who I think has the best top 5 out of
Okay.
you.
And this is their college career, not their professional and everything else, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're blind ranking.
Right. So
Okay.
I'm not going
We
to
don't
move to
know
the
who's
second
coming next.
person until
know who's coming
all
next.
You put in the
rest of
rankings, right? Okay.
First one, Caitlin Clark.
And this
Damn,
is,
I was
this
I
is
was
one
like-
out of 5. This is one
I
out
was
of 5.
Well,
expecting,
you can say the
quarterbacks.
honorable mention if you want to.
Hold on, I got a question. I got a question for you, Johnny. This might give it away. Will she be the only girl in this thing?
There's one more. Female.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, it's not Angel Reese. So
Okay, let's see. I didn't. What, Trent?
You're muted, bro. You're muted.
I missed it, so I need like a demonstration.
We're blind ranking these college athletes.
Out of top 5 in honorable mention.
Oh, so like, is Caitlin Clark top 5 in college right now?
No,
like- you
it's
give a
not
ranking.
current. It's all time.
Johnny's gonna
and-
give you 5. Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
You can't
Run your
move on
segment
to the
back.
next.
Run it
Okay.
back.
Right. So I'm gonna give you 6 names. If you don't, obviously you heard the first name's Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna go. Each of you is gonna go before I move on to the second name. But if you don't like her, just say honorable mention. Put her at 5. Put it for wherever. So you're just going to rank them 1 through 5, but without knowing who the next person is. So just based off of what you know about her now, where do you think she could possibly rank all time among college athletes?
This is shit because like it's not fair.
All right.
It really isn't.
I'm
So,
going.
I'll
I'm
go
going
first.
4. I'm going 4.
I'll have her at 3. I was gonna say
Alright.
2, but
I'll have her at 5.
number 2,
Do
Johnny
you have a
Manziel.
straight bozo on here?
dude, that's what I'm scared about.
I honestly, I think these are all really good
All
athletes.
right,
Okay.
I'm gonna write mine down. Hold on. 3.
So I got Caitlin at the 4. Was Johnny Manziel's college career better than
Number
Caitlin
4.
Clark's?
Yo, shut
Number
up.
4.
Keep track of these because I'm not fucking.
I
I'm
am.
not writing
That's
all your shits down.
All right, got you.
All right, so you had Caitlin Clark at 5, Johnny Manziel at 4. Next
Oh,
one,
Johnny Manziel's next.
I'm
Oh,
gonna put him at.
I'm at 5.
I'm gonna put him in my honorable mention.
where do you have him at, Trent?
4.
Okay, Jimmer Fredette.
Honorable mention.
That should have been my honorable mention. God, that's 5 for me.
I already
Really?
have him.
You guys not remember the hype
Yeah.
around him?
Bro, the hype, but he never won anything. He never won.
He was like a shittier version of JJ
Okay,
Redick to me.
Johnny Manziel never won.
That's why
He
he's
won-
my honorable mention.
That's why I'm at 5 in honorable mention.
Johnny won a Heisman.
Jimmy was awesome.
Jimmy was that guy, but I'm not big into like the college team. I only remember him from like was it, like 3
Hold on,
NCAA
whoa.
games in a
He
tournament.
won a Heisman, right? Didn't Jimmer win Player of the Year?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he did.
All right, but are we gonna sit here? What holds more weight?
The
In
same
the sport,
award.
You got a point there, but
Huh?
Player
I'm
of the
s-
Year is Player of the Year. It's the same.
No. In
Oh
the
my god.
world, in the sports world, what means more, a Heisman Trophy or a college basketball player?
I
of the
get what you're saying, but like in their sports world, it's
Doesn't
the
matter.
same
I'm-
award.
You
There's
also
not
gotta-
a, there's
you
not a
gotta think-
better
he
award that
put-
Jimmer could have won.
right.
What
But
other
he
award could
also
he
put
won?
he put BYU on the map.
Yes.
But they never made it. They never won,
The same with Johnny Manziel. He put Texas A&M randomly on the map that year.
and they beat Bama. Didn't they beat Bama that year?
Came back from
They didn't win no
BYU
national championship. They didn't even get there.
BYU didn't beat no big dog team like that.
But they made
a
it far
run.
they made a run in the NCAA tournament.
So did St. Peter's 2 years ago.
And that one boy got hella fucking hype, but he sucks. The white dude
They,
had to
they
transfer.
didn't have a guy like Jimmer on their team
Yeah.
either. But regardless, next name, Bo Jackson.
I got Bo at 3.
I'm putting Bo at 2.
Hold on, I don't remember fucking Bo's. No, I'm just kidding.
Johnny has. Wait a minute.
All right, I got him at 4.
Tim Tebow.
1.
I got him at 1.
So what all spots you guys have left?
I have 2.
I got 3.
What do you have left, Trent?
You know, this is the last female, Brittany Griner.
Bro, what the heck?
Oh,
Yeah, my list shits on y'all's list.
I forgot there was another girl. All right, well, my things beat.
I wish that I could. I like my list. I wish that I could switch my 3 and my 4. That's my only problem with it.
I would put Griner at honorable mention,
Nah, I hated man.
Bro,
but she was awesome at Duncan.
I think the recency is coming in here because do you not remember what the fuck she was doing to women's basketball at that time?
Yeah,
like it's bigger than what Caitlin Clark.
She was like the craziest shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
If
Oh
that's
my God,
facts,
yeah.
then my list is perfect, and I don't care what you say about it.
Oh, then my list is better than yours.
Nah, bro.
Who you got number 2?
Bo.
All right, fine. We'll see. Johnny's the judge.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Read me yours, Don.
Tim Tebow 1, Bo Jackson 2, Griner 3, Clark 4, Jimmer 5, honorable mention Manzo.
All right.
My
It
shit's
just depends on
flawless.
how high he treasures Bo Jackson.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be Bo Jackson or Manzo. Like, did he like Manzo more than I did, and him being the honorable mention I'm fucked with,
Yeah.
or yeah, that's what it's gonna come down to. Because I really actually my list. This is how I would have ranked my list,
It just
minus the
depends
2
on how-
girls,
yeah.
because I don't know enough about college, like women's college sports.
She was
But
like beaten
if
down. on a
Griner
girl, bro.
had a better collegiate career than Clark, I like my way my list fell.
I mean, as of now, she does. She's a national championship and won Player of the Year twice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Trent, let's hear your list.
I had Tebow, Griner, Bo Jackson, Manziel, Caitlin Clark, and then honorable mention Jimmer.
I think so far Trent's got that. I think.
Well, I have the same thing, but mine's flipped of Caitlin Clark and Bo Jackson. I have Tebow, Griner, Clark, Jackson, Manziel, Fredette.
Yeah, I feel like you got Jackson too low.
Yeah, I in my opinion, I think he's the best athlete we've ever
I should have
seen.
put Clark in the middle.
Yeah,
That was starting off with Clark, that fucked it up. That fucked it
Yeah.
up for
I think that's the whole point of it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I got one more with NFL quarterbacks also.
Thank God.
Oh, here we go.
Got me doing shit that I just didn't know about.
The same top 5 and honorable mention.
Yes, sir.
This is okay. This should be easier.
Johnny been coming through with the segments. I like it. The good ones.
This one is almost. I almost stole this whole list, but I added my honorable mention into it. First name Joe Burrow.
Is it all current or is it all time?
All current.
Current.
Yep.
Joe Burrow.
Hold on. It's the process of elimination. Hold on.
This is bullshit. Because
Oh,
like
this
you're
is-
gonna
It
throw
really
some,
is.
I got it. I got it. No,
you're
I
gonna
got
throw
it.
some fuck ass names in here, and I'm gonna be
Go.
pissed.
Go.
Where do you have him?
Oh, I have number 2.
Do we
Okay.
have to? We have to say where we have them. Like,
I have him
or
2.
just take our shit.
2.
I mean, I would prefer you say that
You could change
because
it.
I
Yeah, say it out
yeah,
loud.
I
'Cause you
can't
can just change
yeah.
that shit.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. 2 is Joe. 2 is Joe.
Copycat.
Nah, because it's only going to be Mahomes or Josh Allen. There's no way all 3 of these motherfuckers
got-
made this list.
I got Joe at 3.
Well, I like him better than Josh Allen, so yeah.
I don't. I just don't think Mahomes and Josh Allen are both on this list.
Well, you're tripping because I think he's better than Josh Allen.
Next one is Trevor Lawrence.
5.
I knew
4.
this is coming.
You got Trevor at 5, Trent? I didn't hear what the other two said.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
I got
4.
Trevor at 5 too.
I got him at 4.
I feel like I'm gonna eat that though.
Next one, Daniel Jones.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable. I forgot about that.
Yep, same thing. You better pray he doesn't have anything lower than that.
Tua.
Yep, so I spoke too soon.
5.
I got him at 4 then.
Yeah, I got him at 4 as well.
2 more.
You got Tua above Lawrence?
I have to. I already used those spots.
Oh shit, he tripping. My list automatically wins.
It's closer than you think.
Jalen Hurts.
All right.
One.
Well,
I'm so pissed off because his last name is gonna be fucking stupid.
hold
I got
on.
Hurts. I got Hurts at 3.
I have
I got-
Hurts at 3, and just
I got hurt.
say Herbie or Mahomes, so we win this.
I got
Dak
hurt.
was the last name.
Who?
Dak.
Dak,
Yep.
you already lost.
Oh yeah, Trent's list is better just because he don't got Dak 1.
Fuck me.
Trent automatically wins that. That's garbage.
Yeah, the one I was watching,
I'm pissed, bro. I needed Mahomes or Allen or Herbert. Like
the one
my
I was
list would've
watching,
been
they
perfect.
didn't do the honorable mention, and he went in order from Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, Tua. Then he had Daniel Jones last. So the guy he had Joe Burrow at 2, and then went Trevor at 3, then so on, then had
Right.
put Daniel at 1.
Oh, bro, that's fucked.
Great.
Yeah, I would have to say I think Trent wins that also.
He did just because he must have known you were gonna say fucking Dak last. It's crazy. Because 2 through 6, I got Trent beat. My one's just Jags.
Yeah, I thought he was tripping when we first started. You said Joe Burrow at 3.
He's a
top
Joe
2.
Burrow hater though.
He's top 2.
He's a Joe
I guess
Burrow
he has a
hater.
reason to.
I like Joe. Joe's all right.
No, you don't like Joe.
I
Every
just think
single
they're
year,
shiesty.
every single year since he came in the league, the Bengals are overrated.
the Bengals.
They're only
Jeez.
overrated because Joe's their quarterback.
Nah,
He's
I
a
like Joe.
dog.
I like Joe in college too.
You like Joe? All right, give me your start bench cut this week, Trent.
All right. So
What's your shit?
this is just a playoff edition. So throw the regular season out the window, and we're going strictly off playoffs. Even if the players you got a small sample size, just take their play versus other players' play. Okay. So first, we're gonna go Embiid, Jokic, and AD.
Hold on. Say they just playoffs?
Yep. Embiid, Jokic, and AD.
Starting Jokic, benching AD, cutting Embiid.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Everyone else has been to the finals or won a ring already except for Embiid.
I thought we were just talking about the playoffs.
I'm saying
everybody else has won a ring except for Embiid. Everyone
I'm
else has
talking
made that
about
run.
I thought you
They're-
meant just this playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I. That's
Is it
that's
just this playoffs or is it playoffs
Yeah.
in general?
Yeah, just
What's that?
I assume just this one, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
playoffs.
their play this playoffs.
I'm still cutting AD. Fuck out of here.
I'm cutting Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, must win game 7. He was nowhere to be found. Yeah, I know fucking AD disappeared every once in a while, pretty much every other game. But when he
Every
was,
other game. Yeah.
when he was there, he looked like the best player on the floor a lot of times. So, and that had LeBron on the floor with him. So,
AD's best games, Embiid didn't touch anything like that this playoffs.
right, yeah.
Nothing
I
near
think
it.
AD.
And Embiid's worst games were just as bad as AD's bad games.
Yep.
So
I'm still cutting AD.
Embiid's getting
Embiid was missing games and shit because of injury, and I can't really hold him to that.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that away from him. It's
Yeah.
only the games he played in. So
I still think the games he played in were better than. I mean, I think AD had like 2 or 3 really pop off games, but that's about it.
I don't know. Embiid was getting strapped by the second to rank power forward, so he's definitely getting cut.
I mean,
from
so
me.
was Bam.
Yeah.
and Bam ain't the fucking MVP and fucking
You're
scoring
right.
title
You're
guy.
right.
Next one I got. This is more like role players: Austin Reeves, Caleb Martin, and Bruce Brown.
Start Reeves, bench Brown, cut Martin.
Huh?
So if you're gonna go all the way up to this date,
Yeah,
it's
Martin.
probably gonna be Cody Martin before the final started, Austin Reeves.
You can't do that. Martin shot like 1 for 13 last
It
game.
should only be the sample size you've had of them though. So it doesn't matter how long they played, how many. If
Right.
one guy only played one game and he had a 50-point triple-double, that should factor.
What Austin Reeves did in the 2 series he played in, or the 3 series he played in, it was better than what Caleb Martin's done, in my opinion.
Whoa. Caleb Martin should have won ECF like player of the series, bro.
Not watching?
And what did he average? Like
Go look.
17 in that series?
Oh, he had double-double. He had multiple double-doubles. Austin Reeves didn't have one double-double.
Austin Reeves had multiple 20-point games. Did Caleb
So
Martin?
did Caleb Martin.
Yeah, and I would say Caleb Martin borderline carried that Heat team in the ECF.
And I would say
Yeah.
Austin Reeves literally backpacked the Lakers in a fourth quarter in 3 games this playoffs. He did it twice to Memphis in game 1 and in game 4.
Yeah, but so did Caleb Martin. Game 7, he had 26 and 10.
And what did he do? What's he done in the finals?
I said before the finals.
We can't just forget what he's done in the finals. That's part of his play. That's a part of his
Well, if you want to say
sample size,
that, where was
is what
Austin
he's
Reeves
done.
in the Denver series?
Better than
He
Well, they
didn't.
got swept.
He didn't score.
Better-
He didn't score 3 points in a game.
yeah.
Shooting 1 for what 11.
Man, I think you should take also in consideration. You got a guy who's like in and out of the rotation, just showing up like that. At least Austin Reeves has a full role.
I'm just looking at when they're on the floor.
It's Austin Reeves.
Bruce Brown would have to be at
Caleb
Bruce
and
Brown's
then
probably-
Brown. It's probably
He would
Bruce
have to
Brown
get
getting
cut then.
Yeah,
It's
Brown
getting
would
cut.
have to be cut.
Yeah. Because Martin did have better.
I'm with him on Reeves. I don't.
But I
care.
also think that if you put Brown in that role, I think he would succeed. It's just not what he's asked to do. He's consistently giving you 10 to 12 off the bench every game.
Yeah, but if you're holding Cody, or whatever, fucking Kayla or whatever it is,
I'm not holding him to any
No,
standard.
I'm saying the finals. He's not even in the rotation right now.
That's
because he shot his way out of it.
Yeah.
Like-
What 1 for
Like
11?
when you play
whatever?
that bad, you don't deserve to play.
They said he's sick. They said he's sick.
Yeah, he is
they're sick of him.
Okay, well,
well, he about to get paid. He don't need to be sick. He about to
the
get
sickness
paid.
affected his play, and
Something's
made him
got to
look
be
bad.
happening because Highsmith is starting over him. That should not be happening.
All right.
They want
I
the
got
size.
another one for you. Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, and Jason Tatum.
This is
Ew.
easy. This is fucking easy. Tatum, Bam, and then fucking Jaylen Brown's like tiers below.
Nah, Bam's getting booted, bro.
Man, that left hand of
We
Jaylen Brown
can't
just says
forget that
everything.
Bam literally was MIA the first 2 series.
Well, this series he's looking all right.
So was Tatum in the fourth quarter of a lot of games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's just 1 quarter. He still
And so was
produced the
Jaylen
first
Brown's
3.
9 turnovers a game too, bro.
Bro, Bam. All right, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
You talk to your girl like that?
Always.
Yeah, right. Yeah, either way, I think Bam's the one that's got to go for me.
Yeah, it's Bam out of here, and then Tatum, and then it's Tatum, start, bench, Brown, cut, Bam.
Well, Trent, you know my answer.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that answer was coming.
I was texting Trent. I fucking ate Jaylen Brown like 2 days ago.
But I will
Man.
say this, as much as I just talked shit on Martin for playing bad in the finals, I do have to add that to what Bam's doing because he does look really good in the finals
That's what I'm saying.
against the 2-time MVP and best player in the league. He's looking really good offensively and defensively. But I just can't forget that I think it was 2 straight podcasts we came on here crying for Bam to play and do something.
Yeah, he got fucking blocked by Horford like every quarter
So
at the rim.
I'm sticking to mine Tatum, Brown, then Bam. But if Bam has another game or 2 like this series, I'll swap Brown and Bam.
I mean, I think he did have a triple double against the Bucks, and I don't think Jaylen Brown had one triple double or a double double.
Or 8 turnovers.
But I like it. This next one, this is actually the last one. We got Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, and Devin Booker.
Oh, Booker 1, Jimmy 2, Jamal 3. Start
Jimmy is
start
definitely
Booker.
one.
Nah, start Booker, bench Jimmy, cut.
You're just it's off of 2 games where he fucking shot 20 for 25. Other than that,
Who?
Hold
That
up,
man
hold
shot
up.
like
Devin Booker.
63% in the series.
Don't forget in the elimination game, he had 12 points and shot 4 for 13.
Don't forget he
Okay,
gave
and don't
the
forget
best
game one of
perimeter
the
defender.
finals, Jimmy Butler had 11 points. Like, you're allowed to have a bad game.
For sure.
He gave the
Like-
best perimeter defender in the league 56.
And Devin Booker put one of the best offensive players who's ever seen in his league in his backpack and tried to carry him.
I mean, that's going to happen when you shoot 30 times a game, though.
Who?
Devin Booker.
He's shooting 30 times, but he's making 26 of them, so who cares?
Fair. Not every game, but fair. He
Right.
did have
So that argument you just made right there, he put one of the best offensive players in the league in his backpack. Who's Jimmy Butler putting in his backpack?
the whole team.
A bunch of guys you don't know.
What is Jimmy Butler? Okay, so realistically, what has Jimmy Butler done after the first round, numbers wise?
What are you talking about?
Like,
No,
seriously. Before we get into this big argument, he averaged.
Bro.
I think he averaged 35 in the first round, and he's averaged 23 since. The Bucks and the Celtics in this series, he's averaged 23 points per game since round one. No, like that round one carried him, yes. But since then, he ain't done much.
Bro,
He hasn't looked like playoff Jimmy since the first
Like,
round.
against the Knicks, he had 25, 28, 27 while having double doubles. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and like I said, he went from averaging 37 to 23. That's what I'm talking about.
Having double doubles. If you're not scoring, you're gonna have other statistics, assists and rebounds too.
Okay, and he went from
Did that,
he
The
went,
fact that
okay, he went from averaging 37, like 8 and 6, and now he's averaging like 23, 6 and 5. Like
Yeah,
everything has gone down since the first round of the playoffs. Everything.
Donovan, he had 35, 28, 29 against the Celtics and 27. That's last year.
What did he? Okay, but what did he do against the Knicks? It sounds like he had one great performance against the Celtics.
I mean, it looks like he did enough to fucking advance himself and the rest of nobodies. And more than what Devin Booker could do with the best offensive player in the league. He couldn't backpack him.
Because Kevin Durant shot like shit that series.
What? Why didn't he backpack him?
Because KD shoots the ball too much.
Devin Booker shot 30 times.
I made 26 of them.
No, he didn't. He shot the one
It was 2 games. He was 20 for 25 or 20 for 26. Something like that.
He shot 14 for 29.
And what did he do every other game?
10 for 19, 19 for 27, 10 for 21, 18 for 29, 14 for 22, 20 for 25, 14 for 18, 8 for 19, 4 for 13.
You sound like you read a lot more games in one series.
I was just reading his last one. What is that one? Two is Clippers and Nuggets series.
Any double doubles in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did have.
Yep.
It
He
was
did.
one, right?
So Devin Booker this playoff series averaged 33, 7, and 4.
Playoff series?
In the 2023 playoffs, he played 11 games. He averaged 33, 7 assists, 4.8 rebounds, so 5 rebounds. He shot 58% from the field and 51% from 3. Like we're not doing that. Devin Booker's playoffs was crazy.
What do you shoot from the field?
58%.
All right, go ahead. Run that off again. His statistics for me.
33.7, 7.2, 4.8. He shot 58.5% from the field and 50.8 from 3.
Okay, yeah. For the first series, Jimmy Butler averaged 37.6
Yeah.
points.
Okay. What about every other series? I said the first series he snapped. What about every other series?
Well, I was gonna list off the entire stats because he shot 59.7 from the field too.
In the first series.
Yeah.
Yeah, when playoff Jimmy was alive and well, he went crazy. We agreed on that. What did you do after that?
Bro, did you not hear the games that I listed? Literally last series, they're similar to those games. That's
okay,
all
cool.
I'm saying.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. In the 2022 playoffs, he's averaging 27, so 6 less points, 6.8 rebounds, so 2 more rebounds, 6 assists, so less assists. He's shooting 47% from the field, so 10% worse from the field, and he's shooting 36% from 3, so 15% less from 3. So
I might change my answer. I might change my answer, but here's one thing to consider. Kevin Durant's the best offensive player to ever touch this earth. So obviously he's going to draw more attention than anybody who's on the basketball court. So when the Heat are playing, he's the best Jimmy Butler is the best offensive player. He's going to, obviously draw the most attention there.
I would agree with that.
My answer might change, but Devin Booker's going to have the second best defender on him every night, and Jimmy Butler's got the best.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it, but I think my argument for Devin Booker stands. I feel like you guys are trying to you see what Jimmy did, yes, but like I think we're forgetting how just because Devin Booker didn't beat the Nuggets, I think we're forgetting how good of a playoffs he was having. Because in the elimination game he fell. You're right. He fell off in the elimination game.
You also gotta he might not have kept doing that further on. Like that's what I'm saying.
We started this with I don't care how short it is, you do it off that sample size.
I know, but I was just
if
saying
if he were to have done that sample size this whole time.
Bro. But I was saying to what you just said, the statement you just said. That's what I was saying.
One?
When you were saying about
Jimmy? Right, okay, so if you eliminated Jimmy after the second round, his numbers still aren't as good because you just said that he had 35, 29, 28 and all that. He's averaging 27. So the Celtics games jumped up his numbers because against the Knicks, he looked bad.
He didn't look bad against the Knicks. He had
the Knicks.
24.6 and he averaged 7.2 rebounds, six assists.
Okay, so from series 1 to series 2, he dropped off from 37 to 24.
Yep.
What do you average in the regular season? 23 a game, right?
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't much. I gotta look it up. His numbers went up, but so did Devin Booker's. Devin Booker,
obviously,
yeah. And I think just the crazy ass shooting splits we saw from Booker, and we don't know him as a playmaker, but to average over 7 assists, I mean, he's got KD, but to average over 7 assists is
he took over the primary role once Chris Paul got hurt in the playoffs.
Right, but even then, you're not considering Devin Booker a playmaker.
Yeah, I mean, I know he has that in his game, but that's what I'm saying. You do what you're asked to do. So,
you've been real quiet, Ant. What do you think?
I'll say as a whole, I like Jimmy, but I mean that small sample size, I guess. Devin did some historical shit.
Yeah, but also consider Jimmy Butler, what he brings defensively. Also,
I was just about to say,
as an overall package.
Answer, I might switch mine to Jimmy because I completely forgot defensively. Booker's
I think I'm still going to stick with
this
Jimmy.
Is tough. He can average Booker just because I just argued for it for 10 minutes. But Jimmy was doing that on offense while guarding the number 1 and number 2 guys.
He's the only guy I actually saw guard the number 1s.
Yeah, so shout out Jimmy for sure.
And honestly, he deserves a night off every series at least.
Yes,
with these squads
for sure.
Yeah, but that's all I have.
That was fun though, Trent. I like that. I like the playoff editions. When you said that, I thought you meant like all-time playoff edition.
Yeah, no, maybe I'll do that next.
Because like Jamal Murray would have been right up there with these guys. But just this series, he didn't deserve to be in this conversation.
Okay.
Anyways,
what you got for us this week, Ant?
I actually have a fun one we can do. I'm going to switch it up. I'll talk about other not depressing shit. We'll stay on the basketball topics. No offense, Donna, but you're really not going to have much to say in this because this is for like the old NBA heads. I would say the guys below. I would like to go over a couple because I'm not going to sit here and ask all of them. I want you guys to tell me who is the best player in your opinion, best all-time player for every specific franchise I go over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's start a fun one. Ready? Well, actually, yeah. All right. So who do you guys have as your best player for the Atlanta Hawks?
Dominic Wilkins.
Easy. 5th time.
It is, but a lot of old heads will say Bob Pettit. Anyways, Boston Celtics. This should be pretty easy.
I mean, it's Larry Bird, but
Tatum's going to be there.
I think in a couple years it will, but based off accolades, it's Bill Russell.
Oh, we're doing off accolades, yeah. I thought you were saying who do we like personally?
Well, also,
I'm saying who do you think is, not who do you like the most.
I mean, yeah. I think at a time, right, this is before the NBA merged with the ABA, and they were an
100%.
actual league, and a lot of his stats weren't being tracked. So
100%. Here's some fun ones because some of these franchises you could just say like they're so new. So who do you guys have as the Brooklyn Nets?
I'd say Jason Kidd.
Very nice. This is like first come, first, not just like sit here and
Oh,
wait. Trent.
got you. First come, first serve.
Hey, like
Start
this is like
screaming.
rapid questions because there's 32
Well-
teams. I'm not going to go over all of them.
Let's go.
But this is what I'm saying. Are we talking about their play on the team or like
The players that, because when he gets to the Lakers, he wants to know if he can say LeBron over Kobe. Kobe's
Nah,
the best Laker of
No,
all
no, no,
time.
no. I want to say, do you say Kobe over Magic or Shaq or Kareem?
'Cause
I
I'm saying Darren Williams, his play was better on the Nets than Jason Kidd's.
Didn't Jason Kidd lead the Nets to a finals?
yes, and I'll add. I think Darren Williams really showed out for about 2 years there. I mean,
Nah, his stretch was longer than
Nah,
Yeah, but
you
it wasn't in Brooklyn though.
yeah,
It
that was Utah.
that was Utah. Darren Williams. He was a
Yeah,
dog. Though.
it's 100% Jason Kidd
yeah,
because he was there 9 seasons. He was averaging 15, 7, and 9 over 7 seasons with the Nets. He also led them to shocking back-to-back appearances in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
All right, here we
That
go.
was
This
when
one
they
should
had
be pretty
Richard
easy because
Jefferson and
there ain't
Vince
much shit here. The Charlotte Hornets.
Kemba.
Al Jefferson.
Probably Larry Johnson, right?
I like Larry. It's actually based off statistics. It's Kemba
Alonzo?
Walker.
I'll
Kemba
say
Walker.
Kemba leads them in like 4 different.
All right,
categories
easy
all
one.
time.
Easy one. I just want to see if Don's just a crackhead. Chicago Bulls.
Jordan. First come, first serve. That's 2 in a row for your boy.
Cavs.
LeBron.
Here we go. Here's a good one.
3 in a row
Dallas.
for your boy. Dirk.
Dirk.
4 in a row for your boy. He's
Luka.
right. I'm not. You said this ain't for me. I got 4 in a row. And
I
put
think
some
down
respect
the
on me.
road it will be.
Yeah, but it
It's
ain't
definitely,
right
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Buddy played 20 years though.
Yeah.
It depends if Luka has that longevity and
In
with
Dallas.
that team.
Yeah.
And championship.
2 of them.
Here's a BS one because this is the one they debate about. The Golden State Warriors.
Well,
Curry.
Yeah. I mean, Wilt didn't play that for that long though, did he? He started with Philly, didn't he?
They say it's the tie between him and Wilt. He won a league MVP as a rookie, had 3 top scoring seasons, 3 rebounding seasons, and all half a decade with the Warriors. Damn,
Yeah,
he was
but-
there that long?
Yeah, but then he
half a
didn't he
decade's
only
only 5 years in.
I know, but still, I didn't think. I thought he wasn't really known as a Warrior.
I mean, he wasn't known there, but he still played there.
Yeah, that's why. No, it's Steph Curry.
I mean, he was known everywhere. He was known in Philly,
Yeah.
there, and
I would say more Philly.
Laker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Houston Rockets.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
These are easy ones. The Pacers. I don't think you would know this, Donna.
Reggie Miller.
My man.
I don't think you do. You had. I didn't say that because you'd be like, I don't think you know this. Like,
the
bro,
Clippers.
I
the
know
Clippers,
basketball. Like,
Clippers.
Blake Griffin.
Chris Paul.
Yep.
But he said Blake Griffin?
But I feel like Blake Griffin put a better number. Blake Griffin was second in MVP voting one of the Clipper years.
They said Blake Griffin may have been more exciting, but CP3 was always the engine that made Lob City.
They didn't do shit, so like, how do you know?
All right, let's see. Who do
what
you think is
accolades
the
does
best
LeBron
player in
have?
Memphis, Donna?
Zach Randolph.
Conley.
Conley.
Damn, they said take your pick between Mike Conley and Marc Gasol.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Gasol-
defensive
I mean,
player of
Marc
the
Gasol
year.
does have the DPOI, yeah.
Gasol leads the franchise in points, rebounds, and blocks. The only thing that Conley leads is in assists. Did not know that. Miami,
D-Wade.
you agree with that, Trent?
You said, do I agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
You a
He
Miami
was-
fan? I'm just asking.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there way longer.
All right, the Bucks.
Kareem.
Lou Alcindor.
They say
Kareem.
it's
Kareem.
Kareem might not be the best Lakers player of all time, but he's definitely the best for the Bucks. Giannis will eventually catch up. Timberwolves.
AG.
Good shit. Pelicans.
AD.
AD.
Yeah. They say like there's an argument to be made for Chris Paul.
No, there's not.
That's what I was gonna say.
Orlando Magic. This one's tough for me.
I'm
Dwight Howard.
T-Mac.
Dwight Howard.
I'm thinking T-Mac, but yeah, Dwight Howard had a fucking crazy
Dwight, bro.
stretch.
It's
Yeah,
Dwight, bro.
Phoenix.
Steve Nash,
Damn, Johnny. What the
Chuck.
fuck? Spurs.
Tim,
Duncan.
Tim.
These are obvious ones. Raptors.
Kawhi.
Vince Carter.
This has Chris Bosh for statistically.
Y'all
No,
said Kawhi.
Kawhi.
He was there for a year.
And he brought him a fucking
Who
ring,
said
bro.
Kawhi?
Nothing
They
else
both
is more,
said Kawhi.
He
Who?
said Trent
I
and
said
Vince.
Carter.
Nothing is
Oh,
more
okay.
important than winning that ring, and Kawhi brought him that ring, bro.
Oh my god. All right, last
Nobody
one
matters
will
in
be
that city as much as Kawhi.
the Jazz.
Stockton. Oh, probably Malone. I'm
Malone.
fucking stupid.
It's Malone.
Yeah.
That was my segment.
Oh, you
Cool.
forgot
I like it.
a team.
Huh?
You forgot a team.
The Wizards.
Lakers. He wants the
King.
Lakers.
Oh, I skipped over a couple of these because they
The
were
Kings,
like dual. They're
DeMarcus
like dual
Cousins.
answers. Nah,
Chris Webber.
no.
Tyreek Evans.
What?
I was gonna say DeMarcus Cousins.
He had his good rookie
Nah,
year.
this is
He
like an
sucked
old.
at-
This is like an old head.
Sabonis.
I said an old head, then you said it's a bonus.
That's his dad, bro.
No, his dad played for the fucking Trailblazers.
No, it's Oscar Robertson is what they said.
Oh,
He was on. I thought he was better in the Bucks.
They said Oscar Robinson is surely the greatest player in franchise history, even though he did it all for Cincinnati Royals. Robinson nearly averaged a triple-double as a rookie, then upped his game and did it more in his sophomore season. He
That's
led
crazy.
the MVP. He averaged 29, 10, and 9.
Yeah, it's
God
hard to beat
damn.
that.
Holy shit. And then the Wizards,
Big
but
O.
yeah.
you said the Wizards.
Yeah, what about the Wizards?
Probably I can't think of his name, but big
It's
man, late
it's an old
70s.
head. Damn, Johnny.
What the fuck is his name? Power forward.
He went to the NBA Finals 4 times in the 70s. He helped Washington win its only championship in 1978. He was
power forward. I can't think of his fucking name.
You're right there. He was named as final MVP.
What's his name?
Oh, I thought he was gonna. You want me to let him?
I can't. I know who it is. I can't think of it.
His name's Wes.
Wes Unseld.
Good shit. Damn, Johnny's like 95%. All right. Well, then there's one left. I left it. Oh, there's two. There's the 76ers.
Dr. J.
Wilt.
Wow.
It just depends if you want. If it's
Dude.
not Wilt, it's got to be Dr. J.
They say it's the tightest race between Julius Erving and Charles Barkley.
I see Barkley as a son.
So do I.
That's what I said. I said when you said Natch, I said Chuck. Like,
Yeah, Nash 2-time MVP though.
Yeah, he said statistically Barkley hit his better peak as a Sixer.
did Barkley not win an MVP?
I think he won a MVP.
He did. In the end, they said Julius Erving matched his one MVP. All right, and then it comes down to the Lakers.
To me, it's not even close.
Kobe.
It's got to be
Yeah.
Kobe. 20 years with that team.
I 100% agree, but this thing says it's Magic.
Yeah, Magic.
And it says it's even harder because you're also like leaving out Kareem.
Well, obviously, Kareem was better as a Buck though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When I'm looking at a franchise like the Lakers, and they have that many great players. Like
It said
you look at-
Kareem won 5 rings with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, with Magic too though.
Yeah.
So-
Dude, that's
And
fucking insane.
don't forgive him forget he has a ring that he didn't even play in because when he was hurt and fucking Magic had to play center for him.
His
that was
rookie year.
Yeah.
It said Jerry West is in the conversation, but he never matched in rings.
I'm going Magic because Magic's a 3-time MVP too.
Yeah, and then Jerry West, he lost 7 finals in a row.
Yeah, that man
Seven
won.
It may-
You
maybe
can't be
8.
an all-time Laker. Yeah.
They didn't write that.
Yeah, he lost 7 or 8 finals in a row.
Okay.
God damn.
Okay. But yeah, that's my segment.
Right
I
on.
like it. I like it a lot.
To end off the NBA season, I'm going to give you guys lists for every position. And this is kind of what we saw this year and heading into production that I think is going to happen next season. So this week we're going to do point guards. I'm going to give you guys the top 15 point guards that I feel like are in the league right now. 1 is Luka. 2, is Steph. And if you guys have an argument, just cut me off and say it. 1 is Luca, 2 is Steph, 3 is Dame, 4 is SGA, 5 is Ja, 6 is Drew, 7 is Fox.
Trae Young.
Huh, we're
Already
doing
gonna
this.
say.
We're doing this again. We're about to start arguing over point guards.
Yeah,
Eight.
hold up, because I think James Harden and Trae Young should be above a bunch of those.
Hold on. Is this just going into next season?
This is what I saw this year, and I'm projecting for next season.
So going into next season.
Yes.
Yeah, Trae Young's top 6, I think.
I honestly have Trae Young top 3.
Luca, Steph, and Dame. You got Trey over Dame.
Bro, yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. He's just a scorer.
Trey's not better than
Just
Ja or SGA.
You know,
He might be better than Ja.
Trae Young averaged 10 dimes. Like, as a point guard, that's what I want you to do too.
Yeah,
Not,
we went over this Ja versus Trey thing. Trey averaged 10 dimes, but he also averaged 4 point some turnovers. So it was just over 2 assists per turnover. Ja had the exact same number, assist to turnover ratio.
Who we going
The
over?
exact
What?
same.
We're going over Ja.
pass more than
Turn the ball over less.
I don't.
Well,
I'm,
if you turn the ball over less, then pass more.
yeah.
Okay, but if you turn the ball over so much, maybe Trey should pass less. He turned the ball over so goddamn
No,
much.
I mean, hey, he got fucking 10
I'm
assists.
just saying, like you guys love sitting that number of assists, but you never look at the turnovers that he also
Yeah,
causes.
I do. And hold up, because he doesn't even have one more than Ja. So it's
What do you mean?
It's 0.7, so it's not a full turnover.
Are we including regular season and playoffs?
What
Yeah.
you saw from last season and going forward.
Yeah,
Just
so what
projecting.
we saw this year and what I'm
Yeah,
going
I
forward
don't
with.
I don't think Dame's top 5, honestly. Like I see him as a scorer. He's a really, really good scorer, but
What
at
else? I
point-
mean,
Yeah, this is a heated debate.
Trey Young's
So-
not even a good score. He's not even a really, really good scorer.
Well, Ja's
but
gonna be
you
off
don't have to
Ja's
be,
gonna be
but
off the list.
he
For me,
averages
bro.
10 assists.
I mean that's fine, but I'm not gonna take Ja off the list.
He
just
won't be a
'cause-
top 10 point guard next year.
I mean, I don't know. I'm going off of the fact that
He's
he
gonna miss
plays next
2/3 of the season.
If he misses 50 games, then this list changes, obviously.
I
But-
think there's a couple players you guys are forgetting about though. Just based
Hold
off
on,
the shit I saw
let
in
me
the
finish
playoffs.
my shit.
Okay.
Fox at 7, Halliburton at 8, Garland at 9, Harden at 10, Trey at 11, Kyrie at 12, LaMelo at 13, Jamal Murray at 14, and Brunson at 15.
Wait, where'd you have SGA?
4,
And where'd you have Harden?
10.
You have Harden at 10.
I didn't even have
Yes.
Harden on my point guard list, to be honest, but okay.
Interesting.
I think you have a couple players
12.
really low.
Yeah, Kyrie's 12 though, and I put him at point guard here, but next year if he stays with Luca, he's not gonna be the one. Luca's gonna be the one. Just like when Kyrie played with Harden. Harden was the one, so Kyrie took the 2 role.
Where's LaMelo?
LaMelo's 13. He's gotta be healthy, bro. I need to see him healthy.
Yeah.
I think you have Jalen Brunson way too low, to be honest.
That's what Tyson said too. He's like Tyson told me that Jalen Brunson should be top 8.
I'm at 10.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just really high on another player to be better next year.
So the league leader in assists per game is number 10 as a point guard.
Who's number 10?
James Harden.
I didn't have James on my list because I didn't.
He is a point guard now. I mean,
Well, he goes
all-time,
to
he's
Houston.
gonna-
I don't know
yeah,
what the fuck he's about to do. So I'm gonna be honest with you.
pass the ball to these young guys.
Yeah, but those young guys are streaky. He might
Okay,
make Tim
Trent,
Gunn
so
look
you're
good.
looking at the assist numbers, which is important. But out of the guys I named over Harden,
What?
that's the guys I named over Harden, except for 2 of them are all the number 1s on their team.
And he's the number. Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
he's not. If he goes to Houston, he will be. But if he goes to Houston, those assist numbers you were just talking about, they're gonna drop. Because he's not gonna be able to just dump the ball down to the MVP.
I mean, that's not just what
he's always been like an 8-9 assist guy though, even when he was in Houston.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have that first step to do the drive and kick like he did in Houston. That Houston James Harden that we saw where he could backpack a team. I don't know if we're ever gonna see that again. Like
Don't
he
know
is
until you don't know until it happens because he
right,
hasn't
but
had to since.
right. So that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. But what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think he is on the decline in his career. I think he is just going there. He's going to put up decent numbers, but nothing crazy, and he's going to retire. Like it's
he
not
said that and he
soon,
had
not
that
this year,
game
but
playoffs, and then everyone was back on that train.
I mean, yeah, he snapped for one game.
Yeah, when Embiid wasn't there. I just don't understand when it comes to this Harden debate. So when this man was playing the way he was playing in Houston, it was, oh, you can't play like that. That's not going to lead to championship basketball. And now that he switched the way he plays, now it's you're not the same player. So
It's not that he's not the. I mean, he's not the same player, but two, what he did in Houston, it didn't result in championships. You're right, but you can also change your game to still win championships.
Realistic. This list isn't about championships. It's who's better at their position.
Yeah.
Regardless, like Shea was bottom half of the league, and as far as record goes, so you have him at 4 championships. That should not matter.
I've Harden in my top 10.
I don't know. It's just tough because when
Where's
I think
he at in your top 10? Because I got him 10th, and Trent hates it.
yeah, when I think of point guard, like my entire existence of knowing basketball, I think of a playmaker as a point guard.
Facilitator. Yeah.
Right. Now
Yeah.
I hear you, but I mean, how many true facilitators do we have in this league? It's a different
Yo,
league.
as long as he comes in shape, I have him at like
Him and Trae Young, I think, have to be in top
6
8
or
for
7.
me.
6 or 7.
Yeah, I'm a
Like,
bona
like,
fide.
to-
I'll
to
give
me,
you,
having-
I'll give you Trey, but everyone here on this podcast knows, everyone who listens, I do not like watching Trey play, so his value automatically drops for me. I can't stand watching him play.
Big argument. You having Drew Holiday is a better defender. He's not a better player at the point guard position than James Harden. I could never admit that, and I don't even think.
I don't
it's
know. So
close.
when I look at Drew, I think he's the only guy on this list that you can go out there and throw on a number 1 guard. Like on this entire list,
Yeah.
Drew is the
Yeah.
only guy on
But that
this
doesn't
list
make you better at
that-
basketball.
It does though. There's two sides to basketball, and I might have put too much respect on it, but Drew is
You
the
did.
only guy on this list that I could have guard anybody on this list. Everyone else on this list is getting torched by everyone else except for Drew, and Drew could still go off. Drew will still give you 20 while playing defense.
Oh, where do you have Drew?
I had him 6.
Right.
Holy
So
shit.
Yeah,
I would
he's
have
way too high.
with that little argument, I would say he would maybe be 10. Maybe 10.
yeah, I
Maybe.
I say he's probably 12, 13.
And I'm not mad at it. Like I said, now that you say it, when I look at it, like if I were to just drop him down,
Dude, it's tough because like
but
what do you
see, but no, because I'm not doing that though.
this is a
because I
loaded
like-
argument. What are we looking for? Like best point guard for the regular season, best point guard can lead you to a championship. Like
Who's the best player at the point guard position?
The best players at the point guard positions going into next season.
oh, then Drew's not in my top 10 then. I don't care about that defensive shit because he don't make it up on offense.
I feel like he does.
I
all
mean,
right on offense.
I love Drew, but
I
you
do
also
too,
gotta
but there's
consider-
some good fucking.
There are some really good point guards.
I have him
but
over
again,
Darius though. I have him over Darius.
that the defense is great, but and I love Drew Holiday. He's one of my favorite just players. But some of that shit is kind of skewed just because you got a really good
MVP.
shot blocker down in that paint and Giannis.
Yeah,
So-
and it used to be Middleton when he used to be playing better.
before
So
his injury.
your defense and their defense should turn into a lot of offense for you running in transition, and I don't see it.
That's
Should
why you
turn
make the
in-
argument. Yeah, you make a good
should-
argument.
Should turn into a lot of assists with you running in transition, and it's not.
That's why there's a player on this list that I would bump up a little higher because his
Who's
team's so
that?
shitty. But I'm just biased.
Who's that?
LaMelo.
I literally.
He's not in the top
as a
10.
pla-
He's
yeah,
not in
as
the
a
top
player,
10,
I
but
He's got.
I think he
to
will
stay
be.
healthy. He's got to stay healthy. I need to see a healthy season from him.
and I'm also a little more biased with Kyrie.
Yeah. I mean, as a player at the point guard position, he's
Right, but
he's top 10.
and again, I only put him on this list because I couldn't leave off Kyrie.
Okay.
But he's not going to be the point guard next season.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would
So
just
it was hard to put
if you're
it- it
doing
was hard to
that, I
put
would
him on a
literally
point guard
take
list.
if you're doing that, I would literally take him out and insert wherever you have him and put James Harden right in. Because
He's
I would
higher
have
than James Harden. James Harden.
I would have Kyrie
Or
at
Kyrie's
like
lower.
7, 6, and I would put James Harden right there then.
And Drew Holiday being the best defender, maybe in basketball, he still averaged 19 and 7 last year.
Well, I'm going off this thing called the Hollinger stats. They got player efficiency rating for point guards, qualified point guards, and Drew Holiday's number 11.
Efficiency?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just
I mean,
what's his defensive efficiency?
Yeah, to me,
No, it's
19 and
overall
7.
efficiency.
To me, 19 and 7 sounds good for just a traditional point guard. But when you're talking about the best defender player in basketball and these two skyscrapers down there, that should turn into more points. Like that's you guys getting turnovers, altering shots, getting rebounds, and running in transition. I would expect a few more.
Or hella more assists, something.
So you're saying you would put Trae Young at 3. Where would you drop Dame Young?
Whoa, who said Trae Young at 3?
Yeah, I didn't say Trae Young at 3. I think he's a top. What I did say was top 6. I couldn't see him.
Okay, but you said Dame's not top 5. So what would your top 5 be? Then?
I might not.
I have Trae at 7. I have Trae at 7.
And that's fair. I hate Trae Young, so he's not going in mine, but that's fair.
I have Trae at 7. I'll just say mine and it might help you, Johnny. I have Luka. This is just because based on the stats I just saw. In any or I would say it's Luka, SGA, or Steph, Dame. I guess you would have to put Harden there. And then Ja, then Trae. And then it's a blend of like Fox, Brunson, and Halliburton. That's how sad it is. And then you throw Drew in there, and then it's Darius and the guys like Brogdon, Murray, and Ball.
I think Dame's 5.
So you would have Harden above him, assuming then.
He has Luka, Steph, SGA,
and then you would have to have,
and then Dame.
No, I don't have Ja that high.
I don't have Ja at 4. I would probably have Harden at 4. Probably Dame, Trae Young, Ja. Yeah.
So you have Ja. I mean, you have Dame at 4 or 5 then.
Yes.
And
or
Trae
4.
at
No,
6.
do you have 4? You have him at 4 or 5. Okay.
And then Trae at 6, and then Ja at 7. So you think Trae Young is going to be better at basketball next season?
Yep.
Then who?
Then Ja.
Yep.
Well, he'll be playing more games, so yeah.
And if LaMelo's healthy, I think he will.
Yeah, if LaMelo gets to play actually basketball, he might be all right.
I'm a big fan, yes.
And his number, LaMelo might have the best numbers next year because there ain't nobody else on that fucking team.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So, what about you, Trent? Who would your top 5 be? Or would you switch up? You said Trae's at 3, so you still got Luka, Steph, Trae.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'll probably take Luka, Steph, and then I think I like Trae or Harden right there, and then Dame. Yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. That is all I got for you guys today. So last week, we started out hot on the parlay. Thought for sure we was about to hit one for you fellas. But we got let down, which is starting to be a regular thing.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
Everybody here can vouch for all the hate that Trenton got early in the year when he started out on his little slow start, and I feel like every parlay we missed was his fault. That has slowly became Anthony.
We'll switch it up.
That has slowly became you, my guy.
We'll switch it up. I was more of a pick'em guy.
Yeah, that's
Well, Trent will be back to his usual. Football's gone.
Once football starts back up, yeah.
He'll be back to his usual ways.
But anyway, with that being said, let's get it started with this week's parlay. Trent, what you got for me?
All right, I'll start first. I got Jimmy Buckets over assists, 6.5.
Over 6.5 assists.
He'll be the first one to be knocked out.
All right, bet. Well, game. So as we talked about, then the Nuggets as a whole have a big bounce back game. So I'm taking Jokic over 9.5 assists. Lock it in.
I like the over in points. I don't care what it is. I think the Heat get their doors blown off of them, and it's not
over for the game.
Yeah,
it's 214. It's going down. It was like 216.5.
You can take the team total too, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
What's that?
Anthony, you got that up by
Let
chance?
me look. Let me look.
I mean, if it's -2, then it should only be like, what is it, 112 or 113?
yeah.
The team total.
Yeah.
No, that's too high. Be 108,
No.
106.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'd be right around there.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Truthfully, if it's 114 the line, then it's 108 because 108 and 106 is 214. So their point total should be
Okay, well,
108.
yeah.
Should be.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
108.5.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that sounds free for me. I like that more than the over because
Yeah, 108
the
and a
Heat
half.
really could just come out and get slapped and
Yeah.
then just take the game and rest everybody. Like you said, Jimmy needs a day off. So I like it. I like it. I got Aaron Gordon over 5.5 rebounds. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that size mismatch. I think Aaron Gordon is Hemington. But that's what we got this week for you. I appreciate you guys tuning in this week. Go ahead, like it up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you guys next week.